Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. St. Thomas man killed on his veranda. A St. Thomas man was shot and killed at his home Wednesday night. He has been identified as Thompson of Hearties Yalas in the parish. Reports are that about 10 p.m., Thompson, along with other people, was sitting on his veranda when men entered the premises and opened gunfire, hitting him several times. O'Dane is a brother of Alwyn Thompson, who was killed in April this year by the police in a double fatal shooting. In that incident, both men were killed after one of them allegedly pointed a gun in the direction of the lawman, who took evasive action and fired at them. Alwyn Thompson is said to have a criminal history in the parish after being charged several times before. He has also done prison time. 17-year-old shot dead in Westmoreland. A 17-year-old boy was shot dead in a yard on Ricketts Avenue in Savannah, Westmoreland on Thursday morning. The deceased has been identified as Shear Francis, otherwise called G, of a Ricketts Street address. Ricketts Avenue is a part of the Zone of Special Operations in Savannah. In January of this year, Prime Minister Andrew Holness declared a Zone of Special Operations in Savannah South to cover the communities of Russell, Darling Street, and Dexter Street. In his declaration, Holness stated that these areas have been captured by gangs and are currently in the grips of terror. A resident who did not want to be identified told reporters that she was awakened by the sounds of gunshots minutes after 3 a.m. and later heard that a man died in the community. The yard the deceased was found in, the resident said, is often used by persons as a shortcut to enter another community. Reports from the police are that residents heard explosions at about 3 a.m. and Francis' body was later found at 5:20 a.m. with multiple gunshot wounds to his head and body. He also had lacerations to his neck. Francis was taken to the Savannah General Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Second wanted man charged for mobile double murder. The second of two men who handed themselves over to police almost 2 weeks ago has now been charged with a double murder for which he was being sought. Christopher Campbell, also called Bigfoot, was charged on Friday with 2 counts of murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Campbell is charged in connection with the killing of Suwayne Susu Pennicott, 33, who was reportedly 4 months pregnant, and 19-year-old Barrington Clark, also called Pepper. Pennicott also had 4-year-old twins. The two were murdered in bed after gunmen invaded their home in a pre-dawn attack on Chico Lane in Henderson Norwood, St. James, on June 4, 2002. It was reported that about 5:50 a.m., the assailants made their entry into the couple's home by breaking down a door. They then peppered the couple with bullets. The incident left the community tense. Family members were distraught as they tried to come to grips with the killing. Campbell, who handed himself over in the St. Elizabeth Police Division on Saturday, June 18, was one of 2 men who surrendered to cops that weekend. The other, Tajay Clark, 22, unemployed, from South Spring, St. James, went in a day earlier. He was accompanied by his lawyer. The men were among 13 listed as wanted by the St. James Police on the previous Thursday. She was everything to me. Denhampton resident Veron Nelson lost his 17-year-old sister, Devenice Nelson, to a vicious gun attack on Sunday, breaking a special bond between them, having shared both parents unlike the rest of their siblings. Devenice, a student and mother of a 4-month-old baby boy, was shot in the head around 11:30 p.m. She still goes to school, and yesterday she had tests, Nelson said of the Denhampton High School grade 10 student. Drawing strength from other relatives gathered at the North Street Kingston home yesterday, reporters were told that Devenice had a close relationship. She was everything to me. I have 5 children my mother have, and my father have 4, and she are the only one. We have the same mother and same father, said the grieving brother. A budding entrepreneur, Devenice, has reportedly started a small jewelry business. Plans were also in train for Devenice, Vernon, and another sibling to migrate to the United States with their father. From she had the baby, she was making plans for him. My father now did do something for me and her and my next big brother, but it never come through yet, so she ended up making put the baby name on it. So it was the 4 of us, Nelson said, noting that his father is in a state of shock. According to Nelson, he was at a political rally in St. Elizabeth when he got the news that his sister had been killed, but initially thought it was another sister who lived overseas. He was blown away when more direct information came. "Me I say, this a must sound joke. Me I say I must one prank. Me I say, my little sister dead," Nelson told reporters. The police have been seeking Eric Brando Murdoch, the father of Devoni's child, and an uncle, Tevin Cross, both of Water Street, Kingston addresses for questioning as they probe the murder, which took place on the Block 4 area, which is in the proximity to a security post, as the wider community is under a zone of special operations. Senior Superintendent Michael Phelps, head of the Kingston Western Police Division, said that Murdoch and Ebenezer had previously interfaced with the Community Safety and Security Branch on matters concerning domestic issues and were at the station less than 2 weeks ago. Up to June 20, the division had recorded 31 murders since the start of the year. This represents a 44.6% reduction when compared to 2021, when 56 persons were killed during the corresponding period. "My heart tear up." After riddling his body with bullets, the armed men who took O'Shane Hamilton's life in Grange Hill, Westmoreland, Monday night celebrated. But even as she grieved, his mother admitted that the recently reformed 26-year-old had been no angel. Hamilton's dramatic slaying has left the community shaken. Residents told reporters that he was at a drink-up in a bar in his Mint Road neighborhood Monday night. He left on his motorcycle to attend another party. Explosions were heard shortly after, and he was seen running towards the bar but later collapsed, one resident said. One person who claimed to be an eyewitness said the armed men then stood over Hamilton's body and pumped several more rounds in his body. They eventually rode away on the motorcycle in the direction of Mint Road. Me hear around 12 shots, and some people run in a one shop. When everything settle now, and then people come out, me hear bam 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 again, and everybody run back in again, the resident said. It's like a celebration out there. Like how them get them man their target, them a celebrate. A bear shot them fine at the ear, the distraught resident added. Hamilton's ex-girlfriend and another man were also injured during the shooting. They are hospitalized in serious but stable condition, a police source said on Tuesday afternoon. Hamilton's mother, Stacey Barrett, told reporters that when she heard the gunshots, she immediately thought of her son, who was not home. "From me hear the shot them, him a the first person will come to my mind, cause him no dey eye me yard," she said. The sound of gunshots came as she sat on her veranda unable to sleep. "Me no know, me just can't go in my bed last night. Me just feel different, so me just sit down and hear the shot them. When me hear the shot them, me tell me fiancé say I shot them. Same time, one bike with 2 men fly past and gone up in a Mint Road. When me look and see it a come back, me say run," recalled the distraught mother. Then came word that her son had been killed. "Me heart tear up," she said as she struggled to verbalize her pain. She said although her son had been named in wrongdoing in the past, he had turned over a new leaf. Recently, his focus had been on his work, she said. "Me not tell no lie. Him name used to call up in a things, and then me have to get a lawyer and them kinda weird prove him innocent," she disclosed. Her son landed a job at a hotel, she said, and was dedicating his time to that. She admits that his murder has left her fearful. "At the moment, you will feel a little fear, but me always have God in me. The thing is this, me no offend nobody, me no do nobody nothing," she proclaimed. She said her son had been well liked in his community. It is unclear how the residents of Cordis District felt about him after he was implicated in the murder of 2 goat herds from his community. 65-year-old Henry Mas Hen Jones and 44-year-old Brian Foley Chambers went missing on December 13, 2021. Their bodies were found the morning after. They had been shot, their bodies mutilated. Named as a person of interest in their killing, Hamilton was taken into custody but later released. According to police sources, he has appeared particularly on their radar over the years. He was also implicated in the theft of a lawman's firearm, but the case ended after the cop's resignation from the force. Gale to Guys Hill roadway in St. Mary to benefit from rehabilitative work. A multi-million-dollar rehabilitation project is now underway along the Gale to Guys Hill roadway in St. Mary. According to the National Works Agency NWA, the project commenced recently and will see approximately 7 kilometers of the 12.5 kilometers long road being treated for drainage improvement and an improved surface. NWA Manager of Communications and Customer Services Stephen Shaw said that 2-month project will include drain cleaning and drain construction activities. The NWA noted that there will also be the construction of a retaining wall with the final surface being asphalted concrete. Some sectors of the corridor will also be patched. The project is being undertaken at a cost of over $45 million. Likewise, the roadway from Border to Coffee Guy, also in St. Mary, will soon benefit from rehabilitative works. Shaw said the project, which is currently being procured, will target just over a kilometer of that roadway, which runs from the border of St. Andrew to Coffee Hill in the parish. Motorists are advised to proceed with caution in the areas where road works are being undertaken and to observe the instructions of the posted warning signs. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.